Hey, Link. How do you feel?
Good.
Can you look at the camera for a second?
I feel good. Hours.
Pause it. Let's do a little video.
I don't know how to pause it.
There.
Oh.
So, he's playing
I'm playing SpongeBob. My favorite game.
Oh, it's your favorite game now? I thought you like Yoshi and Kirby and Sonic.
My favorite game is actually SpongeBob.
Oh.
SpongeBob, I always see it. He's doing funny stuff.
Yeah, you're definitely going through a phase of being...
I love SpongeBob, so I'm always going to play this game.
Which, there's worse shows.
You're awesome.
There is a lot of screaming in SpongeBob, which I don't love, but at least it's not super banal. So, what happened, Link? What did we do yesterday?
Well, I forgot.
What did we go into the pharmacy to do?
To
get our... You're very distracted by the camera. We got our vaccines, right?
Yeah.
We got your first booster and my second booster. And what's the vaccine for?
To keep the virus from getting us.
That's right. To help us, well, less so that we don't get it, but more that when we get it, we get through it really fast. And you first got your first booster because they finally approved it. Do you know what a booster is?
What is a booster?
So, you know when you're like racing and you get a power up and then your car goes much faster for a little bit? That's a boost. That's a booster. So for a vaccine, it's like a power up that makes sure that your body, your immune system is that, I'm distracted by the game too, is that much better at fighting off the virus. And so you got your first one, and I got my second one. I wasn't sure if they would let me have it, but I told them that I have heart arrhythmia, that I live with a very old, frail man, and that I live with a... Okay, go over there. Live with a 3-year-old who is not able to get vaccinated. I look for news on that every day, and the current status is that Pfizer and Moderna both already sent off, waiting for FDA approval, and FDA is saying that they'll consider it next month. I don't know if that means the beginning of the month or the end of the month. I've stopped, expecting it. It'll be great when it happens, but I'm not holding my breath anymore. So it looks like Aiden's not going to be able to get it before we leave on our trip to San Diego on June 11th. But we did already have COVID twice, including the kids. And, the first time in February 2020 really sucked. And then when we had it in January this year, we all got through it quite fast. But yeah, it was good getting Link his booster. We're all tired of this. Obviously, we want it to be over. Can't do anything about the plague rats that are still, convinced that it's all a plot and blah, blah, blah. So the best we can do is, put on our own bulletproof vest. Ooh, bulletproof vest. That's a whole other. I hate this country. Anyway, but yeah, I'm feeling fine. All of us are as vaxxed as we've been allowed to get. None of us had bad reactions to any of the shots, ever. Literally the worst any of us has ever had is a sore shoulder. Link, you're being very disruptive. A sore shoulder for a day or two and maybe a little bit of, extra fatigue. But then again, my kids never let me sleep. So I don't know how much of that is Link. How much of that is a vaccine and how much of that is just, general sleep deprivation. But I have drunken my coffee, my daily dose of coffee, which is not a lot. It's like half of a teaspoon maybe of caffeine and then 2 small teaspoons of the cappuccino mix, which I don't know how much caffeine is in it, but I can tell when I had too much caffeine because then I'm like, ugh. I generally have all the creativity, but, yeah. So I'm gonna do my live stream in a little bit. My arm is vaguely sore. I don't think it's even red. I have so many freckles, and I'm like constantly paranoid about skin cancer, even though I already had it, got thoroughly once over by a dermatologist less than a year ago, just to make sure, and he didn't see anything worth noting. So hopefully, still fighting with the fucking insurance over Link's well-child visit with a new doctor in January that I keep talking to Anthem Blue Cross about paying it, and they're like, oh, the money's on the way. But I just got a late notice from the clinic that it still hasn't been paid, and I'm like, this is paying up the ass for health insurance through my husband's work, and they still suck at everything. And I miss Providence. He had Providence through the last employer before he had to switch jobs in July last year, and every health insurance has their shittiness and so on, but I feel like I never really had this issue with Providence. I've had this issue with Kaiser years ago when I was on my parents' plan still. I got an ultrasound when I was pregnant with Link at a Kaiser facility using Kaiser insurance, and I still had to like fight with them to pay for it. Like, just health insurance in this country, is a fucking, like everything, like the gun lobby, it's for profit, so obviously the non-rich are always getting screwed over. Oh my god, how stupid do you have to be to believe that this is like the best country in the world? Anyway. So yeah, glad to be vaxxed. My husband still hasn't gotten a second booster because he also has heart arrhythmia, but he hasn't had as many long COVID things that I have. So I don't know what counts as immunocompromised. It's so stupid that they're still even saying, you have to be really old, or hey, don't knock my ironing board over, please. I'm trying to make some shirts before VidCon still. I bought stuff to make a couple of different styles of t-shirts. Well, one's not really a t-shirt. Actually, I have the thing right here. Where is it? Okay, I don't know where I put the thing that has the picture, but is this it? No, that's not it. I don't know. Anyway, one of them is a feminine cut where it's like little sleeves and then it goes down more like that. That just looks really cute. Link, why are you being so disruptive? Aiden just laid down for a nap with Matthew. It was really hard to convince him to lay down. He was just freaking the F out. Yeah, he turns 4 in a week. June 6th, and still acts like he's 2. So that's fun. But then he speaks like full on paragraph without any like messed up grammar or anything. And I'm like, how are you so mature and yet still such a baby? Comparatively, Link is a lot more mature, which is saying something because Link still does childish things a lot. I mean, he's 5. He's going to be 6 in July. But not the worst thing that Link did recently was we were outside. We had just gotten out of our hot tub, and we were naked because it's our own fucking house. Oops. He's whatever. He's heard me swear. He knows he's not allowed to use language like that. Anyway, yeah, and he sat on one of our. Why are you shaking the Switch? You're gonna drop it and break it. I did finally get myself a new Switch, and I gave him that one because he like drops it and he gets it super sticky, and I'm just like, bleh. Just like they do with their Amazon Kindle Kids thing, which we call the iPad because it's easier saying that. That's a very non-Apple household. I've never liked Apple products. Although I don't appreciate Windows keeps trying to force Windows 11. I'm like, no, I'm happy with 10. I don't want to upgrade. This is vlogs all over the place. Whatever. Yeah, I don't remember what I was talking about. Yeah. So VidCon. I can't remember if I said this in a previous previous vlog, but I got my results back for my meet and greet thing for VidCon that comes with every ticket, where you make a list of 15 entries in order of who you would like to meet the most, and there's 3 categories of winning. I don't know what you want to call it. There's round table, where from my understanding, you'll have a small group of people at a table, and then the featured creator will like go person to person and talk to you for a few minutes. And then there's professional photo, where someone else takes the camera or has the camera and takes a picture, and then there's like selfie, where you take it with your phone. and I got 2 or 3, I think 3 different people I won the professional photo with, and I can't remember who the other 2 were, but you're gonna knock my ironing board over. Please don't do that. One of them is the Baba Yaga girl on TikTok who does epic takedowns of, you know, loser guys on there. You can sit on that. That's fine. And again, it's like a professional photo, so like I don't know how much they're gonna allow us to talk to them. I am going to be wearing one of my, you know, Free the Nipple shirts that I've been doing vinyl press things for. I was thinking of having some with me and like maybe being like, would you like one? Or I don't know. I kind of hesitate to do that when they take hours to make, and she'd probably, even if she took it, she'd probably just like dump it in the trash. But, you know, if I have the opportunity, I'll probably go to that one, take the picture, maybe hand her a business card if I can't, give her a 30-second elevator pitch. Probably never hear from her ever. But even though I feel like her content is very related to mine, you know, as a feminist who is very aggressive towards assholes. I did a thing a long time ago. I think it was a Playlist. The one time I went to Playlist Live in Florida, where I got a new art book and I was doing pictures of the different featured people, and I only got like 3 or 4 done. But I thought it would be kind of fun to do that again for the people that I really want to meet. And then if I see them, I can like ask them to sign it or something, and maybe if they want to keep it, I can rip it out and give it to them. Like, I'll take a picture before I do that. But I don't know, you know, we're gonna ride the train down there, and that's like a day and a half of, it'll be really fun for the first few hours. It'll probably be pretty boring. But I can try to do that. I don't know. I need to do more art. I've been doing the vinyl designs where I've been drawing my own, like the don't be a twit, they're just tits one, where it's got like the little birds and the fancy marquee or whatever, which looks really cool when it's on the print. I don't have the shirts up here with me. It looks really cool, but it's so many finite details that weeding it, which is where you pick out the parts you don't want printed on vinyl, because what happens is you put the vinyl sheet in and the pattern, and the cry cut machine, which is a little tiny mechanized blade, makes all the cuts in it. And then you have to pull up the parts you don't want. And it can be really finicky, because it's like if it doesn't cut deep enough, then you can't rip it out. And if it cuts too deep, it'll cut through the bottom layer that you need to keep everything in place, which is what happened with the first one that we tried. So it's, you know, it's finicky. But anyway, it's a lot of detail, and so it looks really good, but it takes a long time to make. And so I'm like, as far as selling them, I probably would have to price those ones at like $50 to even make them worth it, because they take like 3 or 4 hours to make. I do have much easier designs, like the ban all nipples or no nipples one, where like half is a male chest and half is a female chest. And I mean, it's like wine art. It's all one color. Those ones take like a half hour to make. So those ones I could easily make like 15 or something. Of course, the shirts that I've gotten so far are all kind of mismatched. They're just what I could find at the thrift stores. After VidCon, if I don't find a vendor that I think would be worth the finances of hiring for to do all of it, you know, do the shirt and the vinyl or whatever, I was thinking of just buying a bunch of vinyl shirts online, or not vinyl shirts, buy a bunch of plain shirts online and making my own and sending them out that way. I don't know, man. I've not really ever sold physical goods much. And the idea of like the packaging and everything is really intimidating to me. Plus it takes a little time to do all that. And it's like, not like I don't have a lot on my list already. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Oh, and the last meet and greet thing that I won was with the lady behind the How to ADHD channel. And that's an actual roundtable one where she's supposed to come by and talk for a few minutes. And I'm not exactly sure what to ask her about. Like, I do talk about mental illness and you know, mental health and stuff like that in my videos. I haven't done so much specifically about that lately, but you know, especially my earlier videos, like I had one that was all about separation anxiety, because when I first started dating my husband, I was like very codependent, which was very interesting to me, because up until dating him, I had never really been codependent on anyone. Like, I didn't really feel love for people ever. So, I mean, like, you know, my parents, yeah, but like, you know, friends and strangers or whatever, I never really loved anyone. So the idea of codependency was very new to me. I literally believed that I was asexual up to that because I just really couldn't seem to bond with anyone. Speaking of, there's a new season of Love on the Spectrum out on Netflix. This one is set in the US. The previous 2 seasons were set in Australia, I think. Australia or New Zealand. No, I think it was Australia. And I've talked about it before, but basically it's a very sweet little reality show about people on the autistic spectrum trying to find love. And it's a really sweet show. The people are all like, you feel really affectionate to them. Like, yeah, they have their quirks, but you know, you get a chance to see them as a person because you are watching them, you know, connect with others. And they're all so like happy and just like eager to click, you know, to meet with other people. There is one girl on this season who is sort of scathingly sarcastic. She really kind of sticks out. She's not mean exactly, but she's not as like ebullient as the other ones, and she's the cutest one. I like her the most. But when she does like something, she's like really excited about it. And but yeah, watching that show, I definitely have a lot of memories that come to the surface of just like how I always had such a hard time connecting to people. I still have a hard time connecting to people. I have so much self-esteem issues where, you know, like I have a lot of imposter syndrome where, you know, especially with like making videos or whatever, it's like I'm not famous. I don't make any money on my videos. So by our society, you know, standards, you have to make a lot of money or have a lot of followers or both for your work to have merit. And I have neither of those things. So it feels like, you know, it's a hobby. But then I have people tell me that, you know, I really helped them, whatever, not feel ashamed about, you know, being naked at home or, you know, having separation anxiety like me or being stressed out by the kids or just stuff like that. And it does mean, you know, it's nice to hear that. I'm happy if I can help others feel better about themselves. And, you know, I feel that's why I keep doing these vlogs, even though like 2 people watch them. And every time I go into the analytics for them, you know, almost all the views come from people searching for topless, which I'm just going to say again, why are you looking for PORN on YouTube, you dummy? Go to an actual PORN site. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, again, this vlog is especially all over the place, but you're the one watching me ramble on about my life. I actually did put an official video up again for the first time in a while where I was doing a response to a Cat Black video, who's also a featured guest at VidCon, and I'm going to try to go to any panel that she's at, but I'm a little intimidated by her, and also she's quite famous, so I don't know if I dare approach her. And like I wore the handmade outfit for an intro, and then I photoshopped the handmade outfit over myself for the whole time. So honestly, showing less skin than I do when I'm wearing a shirt. And like nobody watched it because I'm obviously not even topless in it. So why would, you know, the majority of the people that watch my videos even go to it? Whatever. But yeah, so, you know, I got that meet and greet with, the How to ADHD lady coming up, and I guess I'll just try to impress her into doing a vlog, a video with me or something. I don't know. You know, I'm going to offer money to these people because I know that, you know, this is their job. They get paid to do this. Brands are paying them thousands of dollars to take a single picture with a shirt or whatever. I obviously can't do that. And like any money that I do to pay for them is going to come out of my mom's life insurance, which is what we're paying the trip with, which we're, you know, barely have enough left to get the trip through. Or I might try to crowdfund from my followers to pay for some higher profile interviews because I think it's useful, because I think it's interesting. because, you know, I do want to have greater outreach, and since I am shadow banned when I'm not banned outright and everything like that, basically the only way I can grow is by piggybacking off the clout of others, which we shouldn't really feel shamed about, because that's how almost all the channels that are popular now, like, channels don't really just organically go viral anymore. Very, very, very seldom. The channels that go famous, well, at least on YouTube, TikTok is a whole other. Attractive young people lip syncing and doing a dance, and they become, you know, get 1 million views overnight. That's, it's people that do content with other people that are already famous. That's how it's done. So hopefully, you know, yeah, you might get a lot of views on that one collaborative video, but the hope is that the people who come to the video because they like the other person also like you enough to stick around and start watching your stuff even when it doesn't have this other popular person in it. But, you know, and you shouldn't really get mad at that, because there is so much content on the internet and on YouTube and everything like that, that, you know, even if your content is amazing, it's extremely difficult for anyone to find it. You know, you got to have a niche, or you have to have money to like pay for a whole bunch of advertising, or you have to collaborate with an already famous person for people to find your stuff. Or, you know, even if you don't collaborate, you have to have a famous person shout you out. Otherwise, again, it doesn't matter how amazing your content is, nobody's going to find it. So yeah, I don't know. We shouldn't be shamed for collaborating with already famous people. The difference for me, as I've stated, is that, you know, even if someone has really big sub numbers and everything, if I don't like their content, if I think that they're a nasty person, or, you know, just a shallow or whatever person, I don't want to collaborate with them. I don't want to associate with their kind of fans. I also don't want to in any way seem like I'm endorsing them. Like, I would never collaborate with like one of those asshole pranks channels, you know, or honestly, like the rich young kids in Hollywood having their rich young lives. Like, what would I even do with them? I'm not doing that kind of content, so what would be the point? You know, I legitimately want to collaborate with people who do content I care about, you know, whether it's like mental health or LGBTQ rights, or just like leftist politics or feminism, or just something that I care about, and do a video with them, like either talking about the stuff that we care about, or maybe doing some of my, you know, parody skit ideas that I've had forever but just haven't had the opportunity to film. But, you know, and they don't have to be famous. I keep saying that, you know, I'm happy to do it with whoever, preferably other content creators who at least have some experience on how to turn a camera on.
Topics, right?
Yep, that's right. Topless Topics. Oh my God, my 5-year-old said the word topless. Oh.
Topics.
You're so funny.
Topics.
Okay, thank you. Anyway. Yeah. So, yeah. We'll see. We'll see if anything comes of VidCon. And if it doesn't, at least I already bought a Disney ticket to spend the last day with my friend at Disneyland, even though it was really expensive. And the last time I went to Disneyland, half the rides are broken. So I'm not expecting too much. And I will be all by myself at VidCon with my own hotel room for 5 days. No kids for 5 days. I will be like kind of worrying that my kids are dead, because I don't know how my husband can watch them. But we'll see. We'll see. It'll be a nice test for him to see how difficult the kids are to watch. Don't lick me! Literally, as I was saying, watch the kids without me here doing most of the work. Alright. I'm gonna go keep working on a shirt for a little bit, and then do my live stream, and probably play some more Horizon Zero Dawn. Not Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon Forbidden West. And try to not fall asleep, because Aiden once again did not let me sleep last night. Alright. Any last words, Link?
No.
No, you don't want to say goodbye? Thanks for watching.
Goodbye. Thanks for watching. Link's face.
Link's face.
Like and subscribe. I'm gonna
No, don't punch the camera. Can you say can you say like and subscribe?
Like and subscribe.
Subscribe. You never said subscribe correctly.
I'm
You're being so goofy.
Bye. I'm gonna punch you guys.
No. Okay, bye.